Welcome back to another tea video. Today I'm bringing you another Bitterleaf tea. This one is a 2025 green tea. Truthfully, I totally forgot about this order due to tariffs. It didn't come for a long time. Recently, they started shipping again to America, Bitterleaf at least. And so this order I placed probably around 2 or 3 months ago came in. Completely forgot about it. I thought I was out of green tea for the year, but we got actually quite a few more. I got 4 more from Bitterleaf apparently. So today the one I'm bringing you is Early Bird 2025 Spring Simao Organic Green Tea. Here's what it looks like for you. And let's get a quick dry leaf smell profile. Smells good. Hopefully it didn't suffer during that long shipping process. I imagine it sat in that box for a very long time. But it smells a little fruity, a little floral, little nutty. I'd say like definitely floral and nutty for sure. I feel like I'm getting a little fruity, but I might be tripping. But let's go up to the website here and we'll just read off what it says for you. I'll explain the prices and we'll go from there. Officially our earliest produced tea of 2025, this organic Simao green tea uses a tip-heavy grade high in amino acids, producing a clean and pristine feeling in the mouth, noticeable umami quality. The fragrance is crisp with a pleasant orchid quality and plenty of nuttiness to follow that up. While more renowned green teas are still waiting for buds to appear, this tea takes advantage of Yunnan's favorable climate and long growing season to give you a taste of the earliest days of spring at a budget-beating price. So this goes for 11 to 17 cents a gram, which is crazy cheap for a fresh picked 2025 organic, certified organic spring green tea. To my knowledge, I probably got the smallest amount. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I got a tin. I'm not really sure how much this is, frankly. It looks pretty big. It might be more than 40. But 40 gram tin, $6.75, so fantastic price. You really can't beat that. Unfortunately, it is out of stock. I think this tea altogether is out of stock now. I did just get it in yesterday. That's just I ordered it when it was in stock, and I barely got it. I think it was literally at least 3 months to get it. I ordered it at the same time as I got all those One River green teas that I previously did videos on, so that'll just show you how long it took. And those One River teas did take at least a month shipping from China, so yeah, it's been a minute. 100 grams is 15 bucks, 200 grams is two 100 gram tins, 25 bucks, and then 500 grams is a giant bag, no tin, for 55 bucks. So best bang for your buck right there. I probably got this 100 gram tin. That seems like something I would do. But yeah, sounds like a good tea. No reviews on it, and it is sold out, so that's pretty crazy. But I think what I'm going to do actually, because I feel like that dry scent profile wasn't adequate, is I'm just going to open up this bag again. I will say these tins are very nice. Very thick tin, very reusable. It has like this really thick metal lid that I really appreciate. But, you know, simple. Keep knickknacks in there, keep tea, whatever you want. And then the bag comes wrapped in this plastic wrap to keep it safe, but the bag itself is fully sealed with like a kind of a foil plastic type inner liner. And then it comes with a little twisty tie for the bag too, so you can essentially like triple seal it. And then I would also, as always, recommend keeping fresh green tea in the fridge if you can, or just keep it somewhere cool. It is very floral. They mentioned specifically orchid. I think that is very specific, but very apt description. I'd say if I was going to choose a flower, I would say orchid. It's really nice. It's honestly very, very pleasant floral. And I'd say that's the predominant scent I'm getting currently over the nuttiness. and maybe that's why I sense some fruit in there. Just because it's like that specific orchid scent as opposed to just floral. But it does smell very nice. So today we'll be brewing this at 185 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's usually a pretty good place to start with green tea. And then, in my opinion, no need to wash a green tea. So I will be drinking that as well. Usually, green tea doesn't really experience too much as far as flavor change or adjustment, other than maybe going a little bit astringent because you're brewing it too long or too hot, or maybe just losing flavor as you brew it, which green tea for me usually really only lasts about 4 steeps to 5 if you're being like real stringent with it. And then maybe you can take those spent leaves and get like a really light tasting like cold brew out of it if you just stick them in a bottle of water and leave them for a few hours or a day or so. But that's usually what I get out of green tea. If you get anything different, feel free to let me know. Maybe let me know your methods. But I usually will do I think Bitterleaf. I was reading some of their stuff earlier. Recommends doing, I think it was 1 gram of tea for every 30 milliliters, or 1 gram of water, or 1 gram of tea for every 30 milliliters of liquid, is what they said. So that is something they recommend. I think I usually just tend to eyeball it more. This is probably 5 or 6 grams if I had to take a guess. And also, let me know if you guys prefer that kind of angle where I have the camera stationary behind me. That's a little just phone tripod I have, or if you prefer this, up close and dirty. It's a little shakier because I am holding it and I can only do things with one hand. But yeah, let me know. I think the lighting on that one's kind of hard to get. I might need to get like a better light and place it somewhere. I only have my one ceiling light, but I can do that if you guys prefer that angle. I might be trying out more angles and more better camera footage just because I like to show off the tea. But let's get a quick wet smell profile on these leaves. These smell amazing. This is a tea already that I'm very into. That nuttiness is definitely coming through a lot more now. Very powerful. But I still feel that that orchid scent is just as powerful as it was before. So I think it's a lot more balanced. It's a very balanced, nutty, floral scent. I'm very happy with that. And then looking at the liquid over here, very clear, very clean looking, no cloudiness, no dust. Very nice color to it, kind of like that tan color in person. It's not definitely not super green, but there is kind of more of a green hue in person. I feel like the camera never really does that justice with these green teas. I feel like it doesn't I don't know, pick up the little variations in that green tint it has. It kind of looks more like a tan golden color almost. A mauve, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna give this a taste. Mm. They described it as a clean, pristine feeling in the mouth with noticeable umami quality. Um, and I think that's an apt descriptor for clean. It's almost has like a minerality to it. Like when you have some of those rock oolongs, or some of the other teas I've had that I mention a minerality, like it's like there's a rock in the brewing vessel or something. It just imparts a little bit of that, and it adds kind of a mouthfeel, and like it cuts through, and like just kind of doesn't leave a lot lingering in the mouth, if that makes sense. When I hear crisp and clean, it like you get a nice flavor, and then it goes away, and that I think that's what I'm getting here. There's not a lot of aftertaste. Like, just as quick as you drink it, it's gone. which isn't bad. It's interesting. It's different. Um, so far, it's not like a super heavy mouthfeel by any means. It's pretty light, which is fine. It's a green tea. I don't expect a heavy mouthfeel. Um, Very floral tasting, and that nuttiness is there in the background. They said orchid quality and plenty of nuttiness to follow up. I think that the way they worded it is correct, or just how I feel at least. The nuttiness is kind of the background flavor. That floral orchid flavor, along with the smell, is up front. Um, very good, organic. So can't go wrong with that. I very much enjoy this tea. It's very easy drinking, very light, very refreshing. Spring, you know. That's what I get out of this. Nothing crazy, not super overpoweringly nutty like or like the edamame or the chestnut like some of those other previous green teas I've had. Which at this point, this is like my, I don't know, like sixth or seventh, maybe eighth green tea I've had on this channel. Definitely starting to branch out, try some more, which I'm happy about. I have what, three or four others to show you after this one. So I'm excited for those, and quite a few of them come from Bitterleaf come in these really nice tins, which I'm happy about. I can use these in the future for some of those single serve packages I was kind of mad about. Like some of the big packs of tea you would get would just come with this. There would be no way to seal it, nothing else. So it's nice that I'll have all these tins now. I'm pretty excited for it. But I think that's all I have to say on this tea. I don't think doing another steep will provide any more info that we need to know or share. Just know organic green tea. It'll probably go bitter if you go too hot or too long. You could scorch the leaves. So just be mindful. You could probably stick it in a cup and brew it Western style, no problem. Just once again, be mindful of the heat and the time. Um, I don't know if this would go grandpa style. I don't think it would, because I do get a bit of a mouth drying effect already, and I feel already experiencing that effect. I feel I would greatly increase that effect if I did do grandpa style with this tea. If you just kept it going and kept it too hot and weren't paying too much attention to it, I think you'd probably impart a lot of mouth drying, some astringency, some bitterness, maybe scorch the leaves, but it's always worth a try. This is just I have a pretty limited amount, and I like it a lot, and I don't want to waste it. But so far, I think this is probably one of my favorite green teas of the season, genuinely. I think so far out of all the teas I've tried, green teas, my favorite would still have to be that one from Tea Vivra. I only had a little sample pack of it. I think it was like their organic award-winning Dragon Well, something like that. I'll link it somewhere. That's my favorite to this date. I did really like that $100 one from One River. It was, I think, the number 108 varietal of Dragonwell, and then I like this one a lot too, which this one being super affordable, on top of just I really enjoy the tea. This might take the cake up there. It's kind of tied with that Tea Vivra one, which I'll link those cards throughout the video, and when I link them in the video, they'll be in the description, of course. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more tea content. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you have any opinion on lighting or camera angle or anything like that. I'll be posting coming here soon. Unfortunately, a little less. I did just start at a new school, so I also work. So I have some busy days ahead of me, but I'll try to get these posted at least a couple times a week. Coming up with some Bitterleaf tea green teas, and then I got these Crimson Lotus. I have like a little box of samples from them, and then I got a fun little new tea company, at least new to me, called Intergalactic Tea. I got some of those coming up as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you.